So Google just dropped the Pixel 5a. Before we drop our full review video, we thought we'd take a look at some of the great and not so great things about this phone. Starting off with the good stuff, we're talking about battery life. The 5a is packing a 4,680 mAh battery, and it's quite the upgrade from all of last year's Pixels. Ryan, who put together our written review, was able to clock in over 10 hours of screen on time with his. It's safe to say battery life will be a non-issue with this phone. We're looking at a battery king here. Next up, water resistance. The 5a has an IP67 rating, a first for the Pixel A series, and it's a very welcome addition. IP67 is good enough for up to 1 meter of water for half an hour. Won't have to worry about rain or splashes and spills and accidental drops in the... Never mind. It's always great to have that peace of mind and extra layer of ruggedness. Next, build quality. This time around, we're looking at a metal build as opposed to last year's plastic. It does have that nice soft touch coating, which makes it appear similar to the 4a, but you can definitely feel the difference here. This phone is rock solid. You can't talk about a Pixel device without mentioning software. Clean, simple, pixelized Android. It's always a nice experience, especially with the exclusive features you just don't get on other phones. And it looks like things are getting even better with Android 12 on the way. And of course, the 5a will be first in line to receive just that. Software, of course, plays a big role in the camera experience, and it goes without saying that the cameras as a whole are the main selling point, if not the main selling point, of Pixel phones in general. We're looking at the same camera setup and sensors we've gotten with previous Pixels, and that's okay for now because the Pixel's image processing does great work. You're not going to find a better smartphone camera at this price point. On the opposite side of the spectrum, the 5a has the same chipset from last year. On its own, the Snapdragon 765G isn't a bad processor and it gets the job done, but it does become a concern for power users, as you can definitely tell it's a mid-ranger. It's also a bit of a question mark for long-term use in general. Overall, we think it would have been great to have seen a nice bump in this category. One thing I personally was really crossing my fingers for was at least a 90Hz display. Unfortunately, the 5a is stuck with a 60Hz refresh rate. It's not the end of the world, but this one was kind of a heartbreaker for me, and I don't think it's a matter of just being spoiled by more expensive devices anymore. We've seen high refresh rate panels in other phones in the same price tier. One minor gripe here is that the fingerprint sensor is still nearly flush with the back of the phone, which makes it a little difficult to locate without a case. It's better than it was on the 4a, I'll say that, but you still kind of have to leave this one up to muscle memory. A great thing about Pixel phones is that they'll be first in line for new Android iterations and patches. Unfortunately, it looks like the 5a is only getting 3 years of security patches and OS updates, putting it behind what even Samsung is doing. Oh, and another thing, unlimited Google Photos high-quality backups aren't really a thing anymore. Sadly enough, the 5a doesn't have wireless charging. Now this isn't a complete deal breaker, and we understand corners had to be cut somewhere, but we also understand that this is an unfortunate exclusion for many users, and we've seen phones at this price point and even lower sport wireless charging. Make sure to keep an eye out for our full review video of the 5a and check out our full written review linked below. Drop a like if you enjoyed, it really helps us out, and subscribe to the Android Police channel if you're new. It's been Zach, I'll talk to you later, and thanks for watching.